Alright, welcome to my playthrough of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am incredibly excited. This game literally just became playable a few minutes ago. I already had it pre-downloaded it to my system. This is the first time I've done that, let alone the first time I've recorded it for you guys to see my playthrough so fresh after it being available. I've done a forward video talking about why this game is so important to myself and to gaming as a whole. If you haven't watched it, I do recommend seeing that. I'm not going to talk about it here, just for the sake of brevity. Final Fantasy VII Remake is an episodic game. This is part 1 of the remake. There will be more coming down the line, but so far Square Enix hasn't made any announcements as to what kind of timeline we're looking at. So who knows when this is going to go. I have played through the original Final Fantasy VII many times. I have done a perfect playthrough, meaning I have completed every challenge. Yes, that includes beating Ruby and Emerald Weapon. I have mastered every single materia, including the Master Materias. I have done everything there is to do in the original game. And I am so looking forward to whatever this turns out. I am going to be giddy as all hell. Like I've mentioned in my forward, this is not a shot-for-shot, like-for-like recreation. This is a completely fresh imagining. If the people who made the game in the first place made it today for the first time ever, how would they make it? And that's what they've made here. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've changed, what they've fleshed out, and just to experience this whole thing all over again. Let's get started. Haha. So the original game started with Cloud's Buster Sword on a black background with a light shining on it, and you can choose to new game or load game. I see they've kept that. I'm going to quickly take a look at the options. I will see you on the other side. Alright. Now, one thing I didn't mention in my intro, but I just wanted to say it now. Because I have played Final Fantasy VII completely through and I've done everything that I know to do, I'm going to do my very best not to predict what this game is going to do, what this game is going to look like. I'm going to try and let it come as it comes. Because, well, for one, for all I know that they've changed things, and so it's not going to happen exactly the same way. But B, if this is your first experience with the amazingness that is Final Fantasy VII, I don't want to spoil it for you. So, let's go with the new game.
Down here, Merc.
Okay, first off, holy shit! This is some of the best 3D modeling and animation I've seen, period, let alone in a video game. This is amazing. Also, that sweeping shot out from the girl in pink, I'm going to refrain from saying her name right now just to avoid spoilers, to the shot of the city, down to the train. Imagine how mind-blowing that was in '97, and they've somehow managed to keep it A, completely faithful, and B, mind-blowing by today's standards. This is incredible.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
Basics of battle. Use the square button to attack with Cloud's sword. Hold square to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple nearby enemies. Okay, so obviously this is not the turn-based, ATB battle system from the original.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Level 7, and I got a trophy. That's kind of hilarious.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
The ATB gauge. Oh, so there is an ATB gauge. ATB stands for Active Time Battle, and it was kind of how they made semi-real-time battle back when technical limitations didn't allow it. The ATB gauge fills as time passes and by attacking with square. Once a bar is full, your character can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking the enemy to fill the gauge. Alright.
Freeze! Move and we shoot!
Go ahead.
You can expend ATB gauge charges to perform battle commands such as using abilities, magic, or items. Press the cross button to try and use one of these commands.
That. Enough of this.
Oh yes, I've heard that it goes to this kind of pseudo slow-mo mode. Abilities. Oh, Braver is what was called a limit break in the original game.
Oh, brace yourself. Not bad.
So a limit break, for those who don't know, is the idea was through the experience and stress of battle, people were pushed to their limit. And then when they reached their limit, they could perform, and the adrenaline was surging through their system, they could perform an amazing action. Braver, the original limit break in the original game, Cloud hefted his mighty Buster Sword up into the air and slammed it down onto an enemy. Main menu and map. When not in battle, you can check the map, open menus, and view various kinds of information. Use the Options button to open the main menu. Press the touchpad to access the map and check out your various objectives. When the up chevron icon appears, move your character close to it to automatically jump, crouch, or perform whatever other action is required. That's cool. Also, it looks like items that enemies drop are automatically added to your inventory. Oh, there it is. There's the icon.
Drop the weapon!
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
Guarding and evading. So they're basically using this as the battle tutorial. That's awesome. You can defend against enemy attacks by pressing R1 to guard or circle to evade. A successful guard reduces the amount of damage suffered and also charges your ATB gauge.
You're coming with us!
Can't get surrounded. Nope. That's that. Nothing to it.
Oh man, this battle system is so fluid and slick. It's incredible. You might have noticed that the two of the names of the people who we're following around here are Biggs and Wedge. For the record, yes, that is a reference to the characters from Star Wars. And Biggs and Wedge have appeared in multiple Final Fantasy games. Interacting with the world. Use triangle to open chests and doors or talk to people. If you see the word hold, then you need to hold down triangle rather than just pressing it. Alright. So yeah, the four people that we're currently accompanying are Barrett, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. Destroying objects. If you find boxes with the Shinra logo, press square to smash them with your sword. They may contain useful items such as potions that restore HP, or Mako shards, that restore MP. I believe the correct pronunciation is Mako, but I've been watching videos with people saying it as Mako, so it's apparently managed to slip into my pronunciation. There we go. There's the Shinra logo, this diamond with the mark at the top and the characters in the middle. You recovered MP with a Mako shard. There's an exclamation point above him.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Okay, so yeah, they fleshed out the dialogue. Some of the dialogue there is from the original game, and there's more now.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
And for the record, yes, Barrett does have a machine gun arm. Locking onto targets. You can press R3 to lock onto a specific target, press R3 again to unlock. While locked onto a target, you can use the right analog stick or the left and right D-pad to switch between multiple targets.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first. Not bad.
Ah yes, guard dogs were, I remember them being a surprisingly different challenge level than the standard security guard.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Sure, of course. Leave me with the enemies and then tell me to catch up. Another thing that I do love is that this is the original song that was playing during this mission, but it's been updated quite significantly.
This way. Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
Job's a job. Try this. Was never in doubt.
Oh yeah, I like this. I like this a lot.
Get him!
That's that. Let's go.
Oh yeah, one really cool thing about this is it looks like this game just looks absolutely slick and stylish, no matter what you do with the combat. Now, one other thing you may notice in the Buster Sword, the giant sword on Cloud's back, is the green dot near the hilt. That is a materia, which I believe they will explain a bit later on if the game follows the way the original game explained what materia is and how it works. But it's what allows you to do magic, basically. So 3 of them went this way.
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Ah, haha.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
I'm watching you.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door!
Whoa, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Cloud's unique ability. Switching modes. Every character has a unique ability which you can activate with triangle. With Cloud's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack-oriented punisher mode. Press triangle to try it out. Ooh.
He's alone!
In Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but Square unleashes a more powerful attack than usual. In addition, Cloud launches a counterblow every time he guards against an enemy's melee attack. He cannot, however, guard against range attacks or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to operator mode.
We can take him! Make it rain!
Enough. See ya. That's that. It's over.
Oh, jeez.
We're back.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Simmer down, hotshot.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered. Well, what are you waiting for?
Also, it looks like Mako is the pronunciation that they're going with, as opposed to Mako. Tough to Phoenix down. Now, in the original game, I believe if you went this way, you could cross a little bridge to an area with an item, but doesn't look like it's in this game.
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I...
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Barrett's strengths. Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. Barrett can fire from safe locations and hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword. Ah, that's an interesting dynamic to it. I mean, fairly standard in modern games, but very much so not present in the original game. Also, the flashback to the dusty town when Tifa was a child and Cloud was a child, as well as the cutscene into the office as they were looking at the members of Avalanche in the elevator. Those are new.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me! Want some more?
Barrett's unique ability is Overcharge. Press triangle when in control of Barrett to deliver a heavy-hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge this attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process. Pardon me.
Now for the real show!
Ooh.
Suck on this!
Also, these sentry rays were definitely enemies that you could fight in the original game, but were more just on the ground. Also, these mono drives are also a classic character from the original game. Switching characters. You can switch different characters depending on the battle situation. You can also attack, or you can also stick with the same character and issue orders to party allies. Use the D-pad up or down or left or right to switch characters. Use L2 or R2 to issue commands to allies.
You got this! Do your job first!
Shut up and move over. Here we go.
Watch your health. Be sure to use potions and healing spells to regenerate HP because the game ends when all party members' HP reaches 0.
You don't look so good.
Take care of those
Gotta be
before you
careful.
bleed out.
See ya.
Not my finest hour, I'll admit.
And that was just a warm-up.
Oh yeah, Cloud's at 188 out of 1026 HP. So let's see, do we have any Shinra boxes that we can destroy to get health boosts? Or do I have to use a potion? Also, the screen is flashing red slightly, so I got 17 potions. And a potion does 350 HP recovery. Good to know. Looks like they've upped the difficulty level compared to the original game a little bit, in addition to making it more active.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Ha Yeah, in the original game, Jesse kind of flirted with Cloud, but it looks like they've really kind of expanded that. Dashing. You can move around outside of battle more quickly by holding R1 or R2 to dash, or you can press L3 once to keep dashing until you stop moving.
Not too shabby.
Less than can be said for Barrett, apparently.
You're doing good, soldier.
Some metal Mako Shinra boxes.
Okay, let's see what's up next. And it's more of the same. Come on then. Pretty easy, right?
Ah.
Pay more attention.
That one is quick to regenerate, as is this one, apparently.
Nice job, Cloud.
I obtained a Moogle medal. Interesting.
Phew. Well, we got that over with, and we're almost at our objective.
Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
So it looks like they've made the sweeper kind of a mini-boss. Sweeper was just a standard enemy in the original game. Bottle of ether.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
So, spells, fire. Staggering enemies. Hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressure will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge under the life bar. Once it is full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish off each enemy.
Hey! Stop moving!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop! Of course, it just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain.
Staggered foes. Enemies who have been staggered are defenseless and take more damage. Using unique abilities on a staggered foe will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost your ATB gauge quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells.
Now's our chance. Go!
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Burn! Calling fire.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Huh? Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that'd make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Well, it looks like they've definitely expanded this out quite a bit. So... I'm going to call an end to this episode here. You know the drill, click over there. Join me next time as we continue going through the Mako Reactor #1 and see what awaits us. See you then.